Trey, put that on everything.
Yo, so what's good, everybody? Y'all already know who it is. Your host, TMuzik Beats, aka Trader Producer. I am back with another podcast. Y'all don't know this right now, because if you're on Anchor listening to this, you can't see this, but I am on YouTube right now. Excuse the background noise, but yeah, I'm doing the podcast on YouTube. It's going to be posted on YouTube and on Anchor. So I'm trying to do something different, you know. I meant to do this for the first one, but first one I was on my way to work. So, I mean, that's just, it is what it is. Sometimes I just got to do it on Anchor while I'm on my way to work. It is what it is. So, you know, I'm going to make sure I'm giving out podcasts and giving out content as much as I can, as much as I can. You know what I'm saying? So, but we about to get into this. I really wanted to really talk about the whole quote unquote word called success. And a lot of people in this day and age want to reach it but don't want to do what it takes to get there. And I'm not gonna sit here and just act like, you know, oh, I'm saying this like I'm better than somebody. No, I'm not better than nobody. I'm not. Let me tell you something. I was very inconsistent. If you see on my Instagram page, I was very inconsistent. It'd be times where I go 2 weeks, dead just consistency. Then 4 months I'm gone. Like now recently, I just had my baby like she's about to be 5 months actually. Like 5 months ago. And I was trying to, you know, get equipped to being a dad and a husband and trying to chase my dreams and go to work at the same time. Like I just feel like I had too much going on now. I was trying to learn how to balance. So I wasn't on anything. Like I had deleted my Instagram and Facebook for a while. So I was like, I want to learn how to balance out, you know, spending time with my daughter, spending time with my wife, going to work, still chasing my dreams as much as I can. Like I was trying to learn how to do that, and I'm still trying to learn how to do it to this day. They're actually gone right now, but I was like, yo, well, I got this time, let me just go ahead and lay this down, you know what I'm saying? So, but you know, I feel like I don't just, as for me being wanting to be successful, I just don't want to be successful in one area in my life, you know what I'm saying? I want to be successful in being disciplined, you know, I want to be successful in my relationship with my daughter, my relationship with my wife, relationship with my parents, and you know, my brother and my sisters, and you know, every family member and friends. Like I want to, and also of course financially successful. Like I want to be all of that as much as I can. I know a lot of us, we aren't perfect. I'm far from perfect. Like I'm just doing what I can to, you know, get to the next level. But I'm not going to settle. I'm me. Like I listen to ET all the time, like, and just him being where he's at in his life, like he's where he's at being himself. Like, and I continuously stress to myself all the time, like, always be you. Don't ever settle for what you don't believe in just to get a paycheck. Like I'm not out here trying to get a paycheck, you know, from things that I shouldn't be getting paychecks from. You know what I'm saying? Like I do this stuff, like I'm doing this podcast, I doing beats and, you know, making music and pushing out videos for free because this is what I love to do. Like my gift, like it says in the word, my gift will make room for me. Like I don't understand why people, you know, especially what ET said, like he said something so powerful. He's like broke people think about money, creative people think about ideas that's gonna bring them money. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the truest statements I've ever heard. Like when you in the state of being creative and let your gift make room for you, that money will come. Like, you know what I'm saying? When you in a broke state, man, like you trying to start up something just to make money. Like I'm not trying to do this just to make money. I'm trying to impact the world. I want people to feel like, if me being a producer, I want people to feel, you know, my music. You know what I'm saying? I have a particular style that I like. Like I like that J. Cole Kendrick vibe. Like that's the type of beats I make. Like I can make trap if I want to. I make trap just to have fun with it. I can make pop if I want to, just to have fun with it. Like I don't want to just be stuck in one genre, but I want to, branch off into different genres as well. But I'm me. Like I like that type of feel to my music and everything. Like that's what I like personally, and I'm not gonna change that just so I can make $1. Like, okay, people making all these trap beats, let me go ahead and make all these trap beats, so if it's selling, let me do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I was in a state of mind where I was like, okay, maybe I should make trap beats because they selling. Like, you know what I'm saying? If I make the trap beats because they selling, that's gonna me selling myself for sure. Like, my stuff ain't good enough. Let me go make the stuff that people think is good enough. Like, no, the stuff that I feel is good enough is good enough. Like I had a sense of being like where I wasn't confident in myself that the stuff that I make or just do in general, like, it's good enough. Like, it's worth it. Like, I had to get in a place where I had to stop selling myself for sure. That's one thing of being successful. It's not being cocky, but it's being confident in yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you it's not you being like you want to say you all that in the bag of chips, but you like, yo, like I'm that good though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm out here making this music and stuff. People feel and then that's the craziest thing. Like, when I make my stuff that I like and that I want to make, people actually feel that stuff. They like, yo, like I've had stuff on my Instagram page that took me to having more views and stuff because I was just in the music. Like, I was feeling it. Like, that's just where I was, like, in my headspace. Like, I was just letting my mind be free, and I just lay something down and put it on Instagram. People was like, yo, like, that's heat. Like, that's fire. Like, and I be sitting there like, yo, like, this ain't no trap beat. Or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this ain't a trending beat. Like, it's what people, like, they see. Like, I understand that if you want to make it in the industry or just you want to make it in general, be yourself, but also be different. You know what I'm saying? If you are yourself, if you're different as yourself, be that person. Like, don't try to settle yourself for short because of what everybody else is doing. I had to learn that. Like, I'm not trying to drift off subjects, but it's still kind of in the subject at the same time. But it's like, I was a kid who grew up wanting to fit in with everybody because I really didn't make friends like that until I got older and the Lord was just revealing it to me. He was like, Jermaine, you're a light unto everybody else. You were made to stand out. You weren't made to fit in with everybody. And that's what I was trying to do. I was trying to fit in with everybody because I wanted people to like me. Now I'm in my headspace like, man, I don't care if you don't like me or not. I am who I am. I'm a nice person. I'm humble as can be. I'm confident in myself. I know when I do what I do, I tell you to this day, bro, I make heat. I don't care what nobody say. I make heat. And that ain't nothing to be, I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm confident in myself that, yo, whatever I put out, it's going to be fire. Like, not just beat wise, but like just video wise or content wise. Like, it is what it is. Like, I'm a drop something and everybody gonna feel me. I may not be where I want to be right now, but I'm gonna get where I need to go and where I want to go in life. And for me and my boy Dan, shout out to my boy Dan if you listening to this. That's my brother. Me and him about to drop some stuff, man. We about to go crazy. Like, I found a partner in this, so y'all be on the lookout for our stuff. Like, we coming. I don't know when yet, but we coming. So, but at the same time, you also want to put, that's another thing about success. You want to put yourself around the right people. Stop putting yourself around people who all they want to do is smoke and drink and complain about their situations. That's what I learned. I put myself around the right people. And my boy Dan, dog, that me and him we clicked so heavy. Like, I just met him like last year, and I feel like I've known him forever. Like, but I feel like when I'm around him, I can be better. And that's the type of people you want to have around you, like people who are better than you, and that makes you want to be better. That makes you want to reach your highest pinnacle in your life. Like, that really makes you want to succeed at the best way you can. Put yourself around the people. Like, that's success. That's real success. Like, you want to have a great friendship. Like, money does not buy happiness. I stress this to this day. Money does not buy happiness, bro. People think, well, okay, money, but I got this money and, you know, I ain't stressing, so I'm happy. But the thing about it is, none of y'all out here trying to trust God and to get into the next level in your life where y'all letting money be your happiness instead of God. I just preached. Thank you, Lord. I just preached. I ain't even gonna hold you up. That was a word right there. But man, like, we focus on, like, it says it in the word, like, you can only serve one master. It's either you serve God or you serve money. There was a reason. You see in that whole verse, he never said nothing about the devil. He said money. Think about that. Why would God say you can either serve me or money? But now, when you think about it, think about what's going on in this day and age. What are people doing just to get money? Excuse me for this, but people out there going stripping just to get some money. But not trying to trust God to get themselves to the next level. To say, like, yo, I could go back to school, be a nurse, and I can make whatever I want to make. Like, I can do whatever I want to do. It doesn't have to come down with me selling my body. It doesn't have to come down to me selling my soul. It does not have to come down to that. Like, I can be what I want to be and not have the audacity to sit there and sell myself. But a lot of people are doing that just to get some money. I watch people on YouTube or whatever that be doing these pranks with their spouses or pranks with their friends and think that this stuff be funny. That's not funny, man. But they doing it just because, you know, like, yo, this is how I make my money. This is how people get entertained. So I gotta do stuff like this. So you'd rather ruin your family, just a stupid prank, ruin your family, just so you can have some money in your pocket. Think about this, man. That's why when I'm doing YouTube, I'm not out here about to do no pranks. I'm not about to do none of that stuff with my wife. My wife already told me, we not about to do that at all. Like, if we got a YouTube page that we stopped doing because people was like trying to expect us to do those type of things, and we was like, you know, we not that. Like, you know what I'm saying? We not that at all. Like, we not out here trying to prank each other. We not out here trying to do things that we shouldn't be doing. You know what I'm saying? Especially to ruin our marriage. Like, no, it's not even worth it. I'd rather have my marriage than money. Like, people are choosing money over their spouses, like their husband, their wives. Like, they're choosing the money. And then it's crazy because the reason right now the divorce rate is so high is because of money. Now, when God says that you either serve me or money, in that whole particular verse, it's really saying, like, yo, are you gonna let me move into your life, or are you gonna let yourself get to a place where you gotta stress yourself out to get some money, or just to get to that next level? Are you gonna let me direct you in that path, or are you gonna let the money do it? It says in another verse, say he gives you power to get wealth. I have the power to create money coming in instead of me going out to chase it. Most of us out here are chasing money. We not even trying to chase success at that. We out here trying to chase money. But in the fact of us trying to chase this money, we think that we're chasing success at the same time. I'm sorry to say this, and I'm gonna say it with the, you know, that I'm praying for him too, and his situation he has going on, and that's Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world in this day and age right now, and he's losing his wife. It makes me think about, like, yo, was that money worth it? Like, you feel me? Like, was that money really worth losing my wife. Like I would cut that so short. I'm like, yo, I don't even want to be the richest man in the world no more. Like I want my wife, the one who stood by my side when I was going through what I'm going through. I don't care. That woman that I love so much, my wife, no amount of money could ever make me want to lose my wife. People say, well, you know, you got certain differences and everything, so that's probably what they had. They probably had certain differences in that made them not want to be together no more. And it's like, man, if y'all, why did y'all waste 20-30 years of marriage just to throw it all away? Come on, y'all, think. I could have been that. You know what makes me think about that? If I'm getting a divorce, which I'm never getting a divorce, but I'm 20-30 years in, man, I could have been doing something with my life. Why did I waste it on you if we get a divorce? Is it that we gonna make this work, or we gonna make this work for real? I'm not trying to force you to stay, but I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing my job to make sure you're not going anywhere. That's why I come home, I come help my wife as much as she can. She's a stay-at-home mom. I'm coming home, I make sure I'm on my toes, like making sure my wife got whatever she need. Whatever. I'm not trying to say it in the sense of, oh, all you doing is just spoiling her. No, I'm not just spoiling her, because there's certain things that I'm being a leader. That's what I'm being. I'm being the man of my house. This is my household. I'm being the man of my house, but I'm also doing things to make my wife happy. She's happy with who I am. That'll never change. And I'm not about to sit here and try to change who I am. I'm going to change my perspective and my mindset of doing things a lot different, because I do want to be a better husband, a better father, a better businessman, a better entrepreneur. Like I'm continuously trying to renew my mind to be better at that. Like I'm not trying to sit here and play any games. People say, well, Tremaine, you whip. Call it what it is. I don't care. My wife gonna know her husband love her. Facts. Facts, B. Off top. I'm 24 years old, about to be 25. I ain't got time to be sitting here playing games. Come on, man. I got a wife and a daughter. Do you know how I would feel if I get a divorce and I gotta pay child support and I can't really see my daughter like that? Come on, man. And I'm out there living my, having all the money in the world like that. That's not happiness to me. You can have all the money in the world and you lose the very person who stuck by your side the whole time. That's stressful. I know I'm not trying to get deep all into this, but man, we really need to understand what success is in life. I pray that everybody who's listening to this podcast, that they take their life serious, man. You take your life to the next point, but also don't forget the very people who are by your side. Make sure you make time out for them, because you can be successful financially, but you can also not be successful in the marriage if you focusing on one thing. You can't be successful in your friendship if you focus on just being successful financially. Then you wonder why everybody gone out your life, because you didn't make time for them either. So I've been learning how to balance all of this stuff out, because I want to be successful in every aspect of my life. Like I said, I want to be a successful father, a successful husband, a successful businessman, entrepreneur, music producer, musician, all of it. I want all of it, and I'm gonna reach it. But that's the end of the podcast. I just want to thank y'all for listening. I didn't want to be too long, but I really wanted to just speak my mind on the word success. And hopefully y'all really get impacted by what I'm telling y'all, because this is real life true stuff, man. A lot of things are going on and people are getting stressed out, committing suicide over some of the stuff that they shouldn't be committing suicide over. But I'm praying over every single person that's watching this, that you reach every subcategory and category of success that you can. because that's where the true happiness is. So I love y'all. Thank y'all for listening to the podcast again. Y'all have a great day. Peace.